Hey, what's going on, Podcast Nation? It is Jason Harris here, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Strategy with Jason.
What's going on?
Today, I have a famous celebrity with me.
No.
Yes. I have the one, the only, the infamous Mr. Lou Martinez. What's up, bro?
It's Ramirez, but
Ramirez.
what's up?
Oh, geez,
That's right.
almighty. Did I actually screw that up?
It's
Look at
okay. I mess up people's names all the time. I can't tell you how many names that got on the show, and I would yell it to the moon how excited I am that they're there calling them by the wrong name.
Yeah,
I got
isn't
you,
that
brother.
awesome?
Guess what we do? We forgive, we focus, we fly, and we keep growing.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Welcome to the Strategy with Jason podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
Hey, Lou, let's kick off the story with a little origin. Kick off today's podcast with a little origin story, because I'm always fascinated how people get started in this industry, so that people out there watching and listening kind of know what your background is. So, Lou, how did you get started in this crazy little world? We call it the automotive industry.
Oh, that's a great question. I'd love to tell this story. When I was processing out of the military, my commandant, when I was in PLDC, what's now called leadership training, he actually ran into me, and he's a big Brooklyn soldier, right? So Command Sergeant Major, commanding presence, sounds like my stepfather, right? Okay, and he says, Ramirez, what are you doing? I said, I'm processing out of the Army. It's time for me to go on. I want to stay here in Kentucky. I love this bluegrass, and I got me a lovely wife that we have now 4 kids. I want to build my life here in Kentucky. Well, he says, well, I love what it is that you've done for your unit. I love the things that you do, but man, my daughter is selling cars at a dealership right up the street, right outside of the base. You need to go there. You need to talk to my friend Matt Damos, right, and find out what it is that you can do inside of the car business. And I said, okay, Sergeant Major. I was kind of done listening to what other people said in the military at that time. I was waiting for the post office to call, right? I was already getting application into the post office waiting for that to happen. He said to do that. I saw an ad in the paper that then said, hey, you can make $80,000 a month and have benefits. And I was like, let's do this. Baby, I'm going to apply to be a car guy. And from that day forward, I walked into a dealership, met my man, the subprime hero himself, right? Walked into the dealership, met him. We started learning how to brew solutions right there inside of 2004. Was it back in 04? Man, and been brewing solutions ever since.
Brewing Solutions, man. I love that. That's absolutely awesome. Hey, we're here live, actually together.
We live, right?
Isn't that kind of crazy?
How did that even happen?
That's awesome.
How did that happen?
I feel like, you know, we've known each other for years, but, you know, we've only had the opportunity to actually be in the same place a couple times, and it feels like we're like things are like kind of back to normal, right? Like, you know, here we are at NADA, talk about total sensory overload, right?
Right.
Like so much to look at, but
Especially in this
seriously, I know some seriously exciting stuff. You know what it is? I think just because all these companies have had the last 24 months to really kind of put their heads down and just kind of plow through development and strategies and solutions. So there's a lot of cool stuff, but I'd love to find out from you, what caught your eye? What gets you excited here at NADA?
Oh my goodness. We just talked about it with Joe St. John, right? There's something that everybody's wearing, and we agree that this is the most important thing you need to wear. Whether you're a dope shirt, fly tie, and another car guy like my man Jason over here got the nice tie on, or you're rocking Jay's a jacket and a t-shirt, right? What's the most important thing for us to wear is our smile, right? Coming in here smiling, excited, pumped up to brew solutions, pumped up to find new things, and everybody is coming here excited. They're pumped up right now. At the same time, I'm sure that a lot of them had to close themselves on whether or not they were going to come. Was it going to be productive for them or not? And I think enough of the storms have come to where everybody understands they need maybe some new navigation tools, maybe some new ideas, and we need to figure out how to weather these storms better and be ready for what's coming later, right? Because it's just going to be more challenges,
100%.
right? And we need to be ready for that. But everybody came here excited to not just see people, but excited to actually find solutions to what it is that they're challenged with right now.
Absolutely. And there are some pretty darn cool solutions. You know, the fundamental shift I've seen is some just real amazing operational based systems and solutions out there. Like we are going, you know, I feel like we're getting into the era of real operational. Let's not just open our door and sell the cars. Let's get serious about our processes. Let's get serious about our operations. And yes, we've been talking about the customer experience forever, but I feel like this year it is the core of almost every single strategy, every single solution, every single product that I have seen so far. So let's talk a little bit about that customer experience.
So
how do you think that's evolved?
Oh my goodness. I mean, one, it's evolved for so many people that never did anything digitally or sold a vehicle digitally, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden it just got very Amazon, right? Everybody had to take their technology to Amazon type levels, right?
Yep.
To be able to connect the product directly to the doorstep of a customer. But it's also made everybody understand, yes, inside of our system, we take new tools differently, or we don't work them at all, or we put them in the toolbox, shut the drawer, and then cancel our subscription to them, right?
Yep.
We don't want them anymore because we don't know how to use them. And what we're excited to be doing now with our agency and what we're brewing right now is that we are the certified solutionaries. We are trying to find a way to make sure that we do connect with each dealer who has their own unique needs. And then we jump in, we know the way, we show them the way, and then together we go the way so that they can find the way to get where it is that they want to go. But so
Yes.
many dealers were not aware of where they were until all of this came to them now, right? They had to figure, all right, where really are we, right? Because we got told to shut our doors. Now we got told we got to move a product. Where are we with that
Yeah,
process?
how do we actually create an experience out of that? I agree with you. And I love to get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
I think that over the last 24 months, we have actually seen the final nail in the coffin, the true death of the sales process. And we now see the buying process, where it's not sell me a car, show me how I can buy a car from you. And it ain't one way, it ain't two ways. It could be 7 different ways, all right? But I hope, actually maybe it's more of a hope thing or anything. I hope we don't go back to, I'm gonna sell you a car instead of I'm gonna help you facilitate buying one. What's your thoughts?
I 100% agree, and give you a little correlation for it, right? Imagine that tree that does have a branch that falls off on it, right?
Yep.
It falls down, it's still filled with fruit, it's filled with leaves, right? It looks so alive. It's just hanging there, right?
Yep.
It looks like it's connected. But after a little bit of time, that leaf that looks like it, that branch that looks like it's still alive, eventually it starts to lose its fruit. Eventually it starts to dry out, right? I believe that the broken branches that we would call dead right now are still not dead. They look like they're alive, right? The process of buying a car is still enough that Vroom can make a commercial about the process and we all go like this, we go like this, or we go like, dang, that was good. You know what I mean? They got us, right?
100%.
The only reason why they can even point to that is because that is still alive a little bit now, or a lot now, actually.
Yes.
The language is now beginning to be spoken.
So you don't think
of
it's
the
dead?
new
You don't think
difference.
it's dead
I don't
yet?
think it's dead yet. I think it's
All right.
dying.
Can we kill it?
Right? I think that we can kill it.
Can we go on a mission?
I think we can kill
to
it.
Sniper this thing.
Oh, we're
Just take
doing
out.
it now. That's right. And we're doing it with our voices,
Well, I
with
know
our
you are,
words,
so
the way
tell me
we're
a li-
talking.
Tell me a little about your mission, because I know that is a part of your mission. All right,
right.
to go out there and change that. So tell me a little bit about that. How's that going?
Well, with that mission, it's not just changing the things that we do in the business, it's
Yes.
changing the way that we speak about the business and we speak to each other.
All right.
The way that we honor each other, the way that we value each other. As a solutionary, we lead with love. And I know that can seem very cliche, right? It seems so good, warm and fuzzy, and everybody talks love, right? No, we really mean love. And that's usually putting, and actually always is putting yourself before someone else, right? Honoring what it is that you have, loving them. And then from there, as you truly seek for solutions for them, you find the way to stretch out in faith. You do the things that you didn't know you could do, right? You help them to do the things they didn't believe that they can do.
Yes.
That's another value of a solutionary. And then from there, you honor. You honor whether you like people, you don't like people, you like processes, you don't like processes, you enjoyed something, you don't enjoy something, right? You don't get tripped off of what you don't. You enjoy what you do, love, and honor.
But that's a tough one.
That is hard.
I'm going to say
That
that's
is
a tough
hard.
one. All right.
Especially in this industry.
I'm
yes.
self-aware to even know for myself that's a tough one. All right, because look, someone makes a mistake. I gotta be honest with you. I'm the first one to go. Are you kidding me? We've only talked about this 72 times, But so can we dive a little bit into that? I know there's more.
Yeah, there is
But
more.
let's dive a little bit into like how do I think that's a big struggle. I think the automotive industry. Like, look, this industry is suck it up, buttercup, check it out the door. All right. How do we honor others? How do we honor others' decisions? How do we keep that mindset?
We engage in understanding each other's whys. Why are we even working together? Why are we having this conversation now, right? And so that somebody can take something from it, get better, and apply it to their life, right? Well, why are you here at work with me today? Oh, I agree with that. I'm with that. I'm on that mission too. Now that you've come into agreement with the mission of our business, I've come into the mission with your goals in this business. We can focus on that why together. And if we can get focused together, Forgive what it is that we messed up on, right?
Yes.
Focus on what it is that we can do, where we can grow, and then where we want to go. Then we can stretch out in faith, and we can actually start flying together. But it actually takes us being able to say, you know what? I want to value what's in you that's not in me and will never be me. I want to value you for you, not for you looking like anything else other than the best version of yourself. And if that is something that I can always look for, even when you don't always show me that, right? Our salespeople don't always show us the best version of them, right? Our managers don't always show the best version of themselves, right? But they have to be able to find a way to say, regardless of what it is that you don't like, let's find a way to celebrate our great news. Let's celebrate our wins. And as we celebrate our wins together, well, then we're spending more time celebrating wins than we are focusing on the percolating problems that are happening all around us. We're actually brewing solutions.
I love it. Now, I love this flying together model. Like I love the idea. I love the vision of it, and I love that it's your mission, man. But I think for everyone out there watching and listening, what does it look like operationally to fly together?
Oh my goodness. Whew, I love that question. That is a great question. That means that there is a sound that is recognized.
Okay.
The sound of a solutionary. The way that we speak to our customer in more of a servant mode than just a transactional mode.
Okay.
I am really here to seek a solution for you, right? I am really here to help lead you to your goal, right? No different than so many of the dealers that are all around us, right? In order for them to get better, they have to know where they're at and know where they're trying to go.
Yep.
The same thing with the customer. Where are you at now? Where are you trying to go? And I want to be the one that's part of that process the whole time, not just now because I don't have the car today. How many people do we need to follow up with that we didn't have the car today with? Car guys, car gals, and all you out there?
100%.
How many of you have people that you need to call that you didn't have it today, or you didn't get the financing for them today? Are we calling those people back? Are we reaching out to them again?
Yeah, I just recently heard a stat actually from a company just across from us that over 40% of leads that are coming in right now are on sold cars. Because that's how fast things are happening, right? Car goes on goes online, people are buying, it's coming up.
Yep,
So there's so many leads there. You think they're getting followed up? You think we're not just like, hey, Mr. Harris, yeah, the car's been sold. Thanks for your inquiry. Have a wonderful day. That's not flying.
No, nor are they giving options, right? That's the other thing. I don't have this, but I do have that. If you walk into my restaurant and I don't have a sandwich anymore, guess what I'm going to try to do? Cook you a steak. I'm going to try to make you a spaghetti. I'm going to try to fire up that grill to get you fed and share you something.
Example. Well, and it is, right? Like if I go to a restaurant, they don't have something. Well, they're going to try.
Fire it up.
Let me go see what I got back there.
I'm going to get you fed. I'm going to get you.
Do you want a grilled cheese? I'll get you a grilled cheese.
That's right. But solving the problem, right? Actually solving the problem for them. And remember, for them, it's just a transportation problem, whether it's fixed ops or it's actually selling a vehicle itself.
Yes.
They have a transportation problem. The car's broke, or it's breaking. I need a new one, or it's time to upgrade, right? We're going to solve that transportation problem fundamentally, and then the vehicle that's surrounding that, the service work that's surrounding that matters less once I have a relationship with somebody I always want to do business with.
Exactly.
And if you can be my guy at this, then you're always my guy. So if you can be my guy that I sell my car to, and I buy my cars from, and I fix my cars with, and I get my car insured with, anything affiliated to my car I can handle in your operation, well, man, then you have me for life, especially if you keep showing me how much I matter to you rather than your goal mattering to me. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. So flying together is serving the customer together, and we're all winning together.
Oh, man. Oh, yes. And with that, there's that language
Yes.
where we are speaking in the same accord, the same frequency.
Yeah,
and then we can reach out, stretch out, and keep growing. But the thing is, the only way for us to keep flying together is everybody's swinging those wings. Everybody is growing together.
This is not a one-time thing. It's a routine, all right? It's like any good professional sports team out there. It is practice, practice, practice until game day comes, and then you got to execute.
That's right. I mean, if you're looking at raising cattle, right, you're going to know very quickly the ones that stop eating are the ones that are going to get the least fat, right? It's same thing with us, right? If you don't keep feeding them, they're not going to keep growing. Well, if we keep feeding and building up our workers, building up their mindsets, building up where they're at heart, why are they with us? Is this making something real with them? And are they stretching themselves?
Yes.
That's the part of flying that is important, is that we're always stretching each other. The culture is stretching each other out. Yes, we're going to reach out where we don't have a net, but we're going to keep doing it, and we're going to keep growing. And if I can encourage you to stretch yourself, and my stretching myself encourages you to do it, builds up that faith to reach out, then 100%. We're flying and we keep growing.
Keep flying.
And
keep
in the
flying,
biggest
man.
room in the world, which is the room for improvement, we all have room to keep growing.
Yes.
We all have room to keep growing.
Yeah, sky's the limit, right?
It is. Even bigger.
Even bigger.
It's even bigger.
Hey, Lou, look, I know we're getting towards the tail end of our conversation, but, man, we've touched on some seriously cool topics. For everybody out there watching and listening right now who would love to kind of connect with you, maybe even continue some of these conversations, what's the best way to connect with you?
You can reach out to me at carguycoffee.com. Just go over there, go to About Us. Click in some information, let us know about you, and we definitely want to connect with you. You can also reach me at lou@carguycoffee.com. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message. You can go to any social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I am right there just trying to brew solutions with you. We want to connect with you, but we really want to encourage you because each and every one of you bring an incredible value to the industry, and we believe that if we can find that good stuff, the good beans, right? Pull out the good beans, and when we turn on the heat, we'll filter out some incredible good stuff that'll give you a great blend of delicious coffee. But it's your kind of blend. But you can reach out to me at carguycoffee.com, lou@carguycoffee.com. You can also reach out to Fred at carguycoffee.com. And by all means, let's try to find a way to connect, brew some solutions, and have as much fun doing this as possible.
That's right. It's work, but it's fun work, Lou.
It is.
Thank
It's
you,
a blast. Brother, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
The incredible right here.
Bring it in.
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy with Jason podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to check out the full podcast library at strategywithjason.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.